truth on life. Now, men, I'm on here today to speak about a certain truth that life has to offer, that you're going to have to understand and know to get the best out of setbacks, challenges, adversity, and also get the best out of you as well, and understand you on a higher level. Now, I've got a busy week this week. We're building, we're growing, we've got a lot of work with our clients, we're doing a hell of a lot of work behind the scenes, we're training relentlessly, we have the ambition set, we have our objective set. Now, I'm deciding to get up earlier and utilise my mornings a bit more efficiently and read. But I'm not reading just to get knowledge, I'm reading because I've became heavily invested in understanding why. Why we get the results that we get. Why we feel the way that we're feeling. Why we keep experiencing the same issues. I became heavily invested in this. And I've came to the conclusion that we can't change this. But we have to really break down our mental conditioning and place it in with the new conditioning. And sometimes that takes a bit of nitty gritty work. Sometimes that takes a lot of study, a lot of understanding of who you are. But when we invest ourselves in this life, then we know that results are going to come. And there's a certain peace that can give you right now at this very moment. Now, I'm on here today to speak about a section of the book that I was reading today called the Kybalion. Now, I've read this book a few times, but it's as we start to understand life more, as we face real life challenges, that these type of books give it more meaning, give us more of an understanding. But we want to utilise this type of knowledge throughout the whole course of the year, and not just when we feel like we're not getting results that we want. That's the key here. Do not bounce back into this knowledge only because you might feel that you're not in a position you want to be in. Utilise this knowledge day in and day out when life's at its highest and when life's at its lowest and when life's maintaining. Because your development, your growth deserves that type of respect. Now, I'm on here today to speak about the law of rhythm. Now, this clearly states that everything flows in and out, and everything has its tides, and all things rise and fall. Now, why I'm on here speaking about this today? I'm on here speaking this today based on the raw facts of life. As a man, right, there's going to be challenging times that come your way because that's life. You're going to face adversity. You're going to face things that you might not like at that moment in time, okay? But saying that, you're going to have highs as well. You're going to have very great moments. But understand that low moments and tough moments are still going to come. And if you're not aware of that fact, then when the adversity comes your way, you will be destroyed. You will crumble under pressure. But if you already know that that's what life's like, then you're going to be ahead of the game. But remember, life's still going to have great moments too. Right? If life can offer you something on the lower pole, it's going to sure offer you something on the higher pole, right? But the key is, and this is the most important part, we need to be balanced and tap into the law of neutralization. What this means is, you're not letting the outside world dictate your mood. You're not letting the outside world dictate your results, the way you feel about you. You're not letting the outside world dictate your next move. When life swings to that lower side, that lower pole, you have it in you to be in that balanced state and stay and command the peace and the respect that you truly want. You don't need to follow life's flow. Yes, things might be happening outside in your outside world, but your inner state can be balanced, it can be poised, and you can be locked on track still. The law of neutralization, because what tends to happen, men, is you're being tangled, you're being pulled left, right, and centre by people, their situations, their circumstances, their beliefs, what they think to be true, even though it might not be. all their dramas, all their gossip, and the rest of the world's dramas and gossip and beliefs as well. But you know that that's not getting the results that you want. So man, I'm giving you the say, the permission to be in that balanced state. To stop letting things and people pull your moods. Because ultimately you have to be in control of your state to get the results that you want to get, and to really solidify and build the belief system that you want to build. Because it's only you who's going to live from your state of being. And that's the challenge. That's the threat. That's the distraction. And if you don't hold on to this and lock onto that balanced state, you will fall. And you'll be constantly looking out at your outside world, blaming, seeing that things are not your responsibility because your belief is around that belief. Yeah, the law of neutralization. We are in control of our state, we are in control of our results, we are in control of the way that we feel. But life has a rhythm, a series of ups and downs. So the objective for this video, man, is to be in that balanced state. To build your thoughts around your plan of action, and then to take action on that plan. And day in and day out, and be relentless with it, consistent with it, persistent with it. And understand that challenging times are going to come your way, but that's okay because that's life. And that's the way it should be, and that's the way it is. And we cannot hide this and cover this up, and when something comes your way, then you're expecting that. That means you're ahead of the game, and you can use your energy, your intensity, and your urgency wisely. Understand the truth. Take action.